You in the office, baby. Going up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Slice Fight Network. We're here with Jared Travis. He has an upcoming bout next weekend, correct? September 16th for Attitude MMA. How you doing today, Jared?
Blessed. Highly favored, baby.
That's what I'm talking about. So I saw you getting some good work in here tonight. Got some good solid rounds. How you feeling wrapping up camp, getting ready for this fight?
Best I've ever been so far, yeah. I feel really prepared. I said that not too long ago on social media, man. I put everything into this camp, so I got to go out there and either, get the job done or die on my shield, but I feel really good.
Yeah, man, as you should. You coming from a tough camp up there in Memphis and stuff. Shout out to Zach Underwood. I know Zach from back in the day. Awesome dude. Him and Jake, both of them. So, what got you into fighting MMA itself?
Man, honestly, I was into bodybuilding and powerlifting a little bit, but it was just, at first, it was a way for me to stay out of trouble. So, got in a lot of trouble when I was younger. And really about gave my life away to the system. So I occupied my time with this, and I have a family as well. So it was good for my son to be involved in jiu-jitsu and stuff and just spend more time with my family, but doing something productive as well. So that's how I got into it.
Right. Just being a better man and a better role model in general.
100%.
So, man, Jared, tell us, man, what gym you coming out of, man?
Memphis Judo and Jiu-Jitsu, baby, the regulators.
Yes, sir, regulators.
Yeah.
All right. So how long have you known who your opponent was for this fight?
Let's see. I want to say roughly 6-7 weeks.
Okay, so
we got an opponent. I mean,
who's held in there?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that was kind of where I was getting at. Was it's like sometimes a lot of times, especially regionally, it's like you'll find yourself. It's like, all right, this is who we got, and this is how he is, and then it's like, well, he's not going to fight anymore. So now we got this guy who looks exactly opposite, fights exactly opposite, and so
that happened. Rework it. My first fight, I had 3 different opponents matched. My first fight, the last guy stepped in with like 3 weeks notice. We got it on. But luckily, my second fight, I had the same opponent my whole camp too. So I've been lucky.
Good.
Yeah, Jared. So most athletes, they always have a routine about themselves that just get them going, or a good luck routine, whatever. Tell us a tradition you do before a fight.
So it's actually something that I learned from our striking coach Trey. But I try to focus on something that I can hear, something that I can smell, something that I can feel, obviously right when I walk into the cage, and just being honest with myself and my coaches right there in that moment. Like my last fight, it's kind of become a ritual for me to not even pay attention to my opponent across the octagon from me. I'll just kneel down and talk to my coaches. Right. In that last fight, I told him, I was like, man, y'all, I'm a little scared. But Andy Urick, he was like, this is what you fucking signed up for, so let's go. I'm like, you're right, let's go.
Welcome to the show, fella. Yeah. That's awesome, man. But that's some honesty, It's like when you're in there and, and that reality hits you like, hey, no, this is for real. Like, we ain't sparring. Like, this dude's really trying to hurt me. Yep. It's like, okay, well, it's like, you're going to have that roller coaster sometimes. And it's like, all right, just as long as you got some solid people in your corner, be like, hey, man, don't be up there. You can't go out like that.
I think every athlete goes through emotions like that, whether it's anxious or like, just worried about being great or just, locking in what you learn from camp. I think a lot of athletes go through that. It's very normal.
It's performance anxiety, but at the end of the day, if you put the work in, it don't matter. It'll show.
That's right. As long as you, and that's what I tell, our guys here, it's like, man, as long as you check those boxes and you've worked on your cardio, because cardio's king. Yep. Like you like any fighter who tells you anything other than cardio gives them confidence is a liar. Yeah. It's like, if you're in there, if going into a fight, you're like, man, I got about a round and a half. It's like, if you know that, it's like, No, you don't have confidence at all. You have no confidence. It's like, man, but if you know that, hey, man, when we go in here, it's like, man, I'm going to blow this dude's doors off. Like, I'm just going to go right through him, and he can't stop me. He's gonna get tired before I get tired. It's like, that's confident.
Yeah, it's helped me get a little bit closer to my natural weight too. I was a little heavy when I first started training. I was about 245.
Right.
Hey, bro, you do not look like you're 245.
I was big,
but it comes like as you progress, as like the more you're like, okay, like I really want to take it serious, and it's like, all right, now I want to go through a fight camp. It's like that first fight camp really tells you a lot. Like you learn a lot about like your body and like, man, like, you know, I'm feeling heavy in the legs. I'm feeling heavy here. It's like, you know, and especially watching what you eat. Cause then like whatever you're eating, it's like, you can literally feel it.
Feel your body change.
Yeah. You can feel it that day. And it's just like, it's weird, man. Like you learn a lot.
Most definitely.
So are you a fan? Like, do you watch a lot of like MMA and stuff like that?
Yeah. So it's funny. When I was a kid, I got diagnosed with Crohn's disease. So I was a very sickly kid. And it took me out of my 9th grade year of high school for almost like, I want to say like 4 to 5 months. I was homeschooled.
Okay.
So there were times where I was straight up homeschooling myself, and I would BS my homework and just get on YouTube and like teach myself how to do stuff, you know? So yeah, I've been a fan for a long time.
Yeah. Okay. Give us your thoughts on the main event this weekend, Israel Adesanya versus Sean Strickland.
So I think that it can go one of two ways, and I don't think it's going to go any other way than these two ways.
Okay.
I think Izzy either starches him or Strickland surprises us, because he really is a world-class grappler, and people don't understand that about Sean Strickland. But I think it goes one of those two ways. And I heard something interesting in one of the interviews, the UFC press conferences. They're like, what is this, 293 coming up?
Yeah,
the last 93 was when Holly Holmes shocked the world.
Yeah,
I was like,
Rousey.
What if? You know what I mean?
It's an Australian thing, man.
It's like about most definitely.
Yeah.
It could be.
It could happen.
Well, all right, Jared, man, I appreciate your time. Hey, look, how can people follow you on social media?
Instagram is _Jugg, Jugg MMA. And on Facebook, it's just Jared Travis. So yeah, follow me. You know, I'm always posting stuff about my upcoming fights and training and whatnot, motivational stuff. So stuff about sobriety and all that, so stuff like that.
Hey, that's good stuff, man. Yeah. You know, like, you know, these people can kind of be like, you know, hey, but you never know what day somebody's going to need to hear some of that stuff.
For sure.
You know,
for sure.
It's like people have problems every day. Absolutely. You know,
and even as like, you know, fighters themselves, like I actually follow you on Facebook.
I know.
And I actually watch some of your videos, you know, just I always learn from people who are experienced in it too as well. So, you know, it's a good thing and a teaching moment, especially with a person who's new to it, watching somebody experience and taking bits and pieces from experienced fighters. So I actually appreciate the content, Jerry. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. I'm going to keep posting that. Yeah, that's what's up. I really haven't been doing it too much longer than you. So this time next year, you'll probably be in my shoes.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate that, man. For real.
All right, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Jared Travis. Appreciate your time, man.
Appreciate you.
Thank y'all.